Have you ever seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a wild movie, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like it was before its time, and it has a very cult following.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would have done better if it would have came out like 15 years later.
Yeah.
It was kind of one of those, like, they had all the technology, it's like super fast regeneration pods, and they had that shit in that movie. That movie came out in what, like 1990, something like that. Such a good movie.
Let's take a look.
Johnny Rico.
There's another cult classic movie like that, Firefly. Firefly, yeah. Listeners know what that is. Firefly.
Unless they don't know what that shit is.
They sure do.
I know there was a Firefly TV show. I don't think it was Jessica Alba.
There was a movie that was based off of the Firefly TV show.
Oh, okay.
Got
you. Okay.
And it was called, I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was like, that was a great TV show.
Yeah, Firefly was good. No, the one with Jessica Alba was Dark Angel.
Oh.
Remember that show, Dark Angel?
No.
Yeah, she was like a superhero. Well, I don't know what she was.
Okay.
like a spy or a superhero, a little bit of both. But yeah.
Starship Troopers, 1997.
Oh wow, later than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great movie.
Totally ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Just like Tron.
Yeah, I saw the first trailer for Tron.
You did? Oh, finally?
Yeah, I just finally saw the trailer. It looks pretty sick.
Uh-huh. I thought you were a non-Tron fan.
I'm 50-50 on Jared Leto. That's kind of where I am.
Yeah.
Like the whole Joker thing just really threw me off of the whole Jared Leto, like between Morbius and the Joker. I was like, I don't even put that dude on screen anymore. But
Morbius was a piece of garbage.
It's pretty bad.
That was so bad.
He actually makes fun of the fact that it was so bad. Like he acknowledges that.
Oh, really?
This was not a great movie.
Wow. Why would he take a role? Like, how would you, as an actor that's that established, of course, in the whole Diddy era now, that there's accusations of him.
Oh, God, Jared Leto, too? Yeah. 30 Seconds to Mars?
Yeah,
God. Was
seriously.
that
like,
the freak off?
The dude was like, talk about a crazy fan following, man.
Oh, man.
That dude, talented guy. But so as an actor, you read a script. Do you have an idea like, okay, this is going to be garbage, I'm still going to take it?
Yeah.
It's a good payday.
Well, I think it comes down to a lot. Like the script could be good, right? But then by the time you attach a director to it, by the time you find a production, the production company has a lot to do with it. Who's the distribution company, like Lionsgate, like we know they're big and they're really going to put out a good, final product. But then some of these like small production companies that get attached to these films and buy these films and whatever, and then it turns into like some B movie shit.
Yep.
Like Nicolas Cage is like, he is notorious for taking some bullshit that looks like it should be on the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah. I feel like with him though, he's totally aware of that. He just wants to, supposedly he had a ton of debt that he needed to pay for. So he took every possible job that he could get, and some hit and some didn't.
Yeah.
Like the one with him and Pedro Pascal. Did you see that one?
Garbage. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was good.
Do you like that movie?
I did. It was so stupid and ridiculous that it was good.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe because Pedro Pascal, I feel like he played a really good crazy guy. I thought it was good.
Then what's the vampire? Reinsfeld?
Oh,
the vampire one?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
That one was okay. It was good for like Amazon Day. It like raining outside, or you're at home on the couch. If I would have spent money to go to the theater, I'd be pissed. But then you have movies like Pig. Did you see Pig?
I think so.
Pig was awesome. It was awesome. That's when he was like a retired chef. He's living in the woods, and he had this truffle pig. I didn't see it. I just saw the preview. Is so good.
Wow,
really good. And it was very obscure. Not a lot of people heard about it, but it won awards. It was It was awesome. Yeah, he was a chef that just really was like super extrovert or introvert. Wanted to get out of the city. He was a chef in New York City, like the most prominent chef in New York City.
Huh.
He ends up moving out to the sticks, to the woods, and he has this truffle pig. That's how he makes his money. This pig finds truffles, he digs them up, and he sells them to these restaurants because truffle mushrooms are super expensive and whatever. So, and somebody steals his pig. So that's the movie. He's trying to get his pig back.
Wow. I'm going to assume that at the end of the movie, he got his pig back.
Did he?
No?
I think he did.
Okay.
I think he did get his pig back. I'm trying to remember the ending, but
Otherwise,
I remember it being a great movie.
It'll be a John Wick.
It's been a few years ago.
Imagine if they cast him as John Wick. Do you think he would have done a good job? I don't know.
Yeah, from like the acting, because I think we can all agree that, you know, Keanu Reeves is probably like the strongest actor.
Sure.
But perfect John Wick, you know.
Perfect John Wick.
And so I do think he would have delivered from an acting standpoint, but I don't know if he can do all the shit that Keanu Reeves still can do. I mean, Keanu Reeves did all like the gun training, the tactical training, all the jiu-jitsu stuff. He learned to do all this stuff. So I don't think Nicolas Cage trying to go down and be rolling on the ground in the gi.
What was his trial at being a superhero, like Ghost Rider? It's just
very underrated movie, by the way.
You thought it was good?
I thought it was great.
Oh, garbage.
I thought it was great. It was one of those things. It was one of those movies that like Ghost Rider does not get enough credit for being one of the foundations of what the MCU now is. And Blade gets a lot of credit for it.
Yeah.
And deservingly so, but I feel like Ghost Rider should get some of that credit too. You know, from a directorial standpoint, from Stan Lee putting the IP from the comic books onto screen. I mean, Ghost Rider, I mean, it wasn't terrible.
Right. Well, I guess for me, it was more, what was the one movie that he did that made him really famous?
Gone in 60 Seconds?
No, it was more of a rom-com. He was, because didn't he do like in the early 90s, he was more of a drama actor, and then before he got into the other stuff.
I mean, Raised in Arizona.
Raised in Arizona.
Yeah, that was good.
One.
The Weatherman. Like, Nicolas Cage has made a bunch of shitty movies, but for every shitty movie he's made, he has like 5 bangers. Though. Yeah. I mean, Con Air, Gone in 60 Seconds, Raised in Arizona,
National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Right, that's a good
So people forget, it's like entertainment is a more like what have you done for me lately culture. Yeah. But people forget, man, Nicolas Cage made some bangers, dude. Yeah. Face Off.
Oh, yeah.
Face Off was awesome.
That was really good. Yeah. Morbius. Is that a Sony production or was that? Yeah,
of course it is.
Yeah.
So, if you see a shitty Marvel comic movie, you gotta assume Sony. They do. I feel like they almost like, let's fuck this shit up.
Yeah.
Every comic book movie they put out, with the exception of Spider-Man, is a shit show.
Yeah. Wild.
I don't know why.
I can't think of any movie that Jared Leto did that was any good. I'm just trying to remember, like, I don't know if he's done a lot, and if, I mean, I could look it up here really quick.
I mean, what did you think of his portrayal of the Joker in the Batman movie, in the, like Suicide Squad, and then...
I hated it at first, but then I learned to like it.
Really? You learned to like that version of the Joker? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't know if it's because of just the Suicide Squad, but it's memorable. And it's memorable in a way that I'm not like, oh, this was cheesy, it was terrible. He's, what do they call him? A method actor, and he was like all in on it. And I know that a bunch of stuff got cut of his role in that. So maybe if that got left in, it'd be better.
Sure.
But at first it was garbage. I was just like, this is terrible. Jared Leto sucks. But he's not a crappy actor. He's just, it's like connecting with him. There's nothing sincere about his acting. Yeah. It's kind of forced and just, it's like, he's not like a Daniel Day-Lewis where you watch him and you're like, woof, there's a method actor that you know. That's it.
Very true. So, I think it goes back to what you said earlier. Like, how do these actors choose their roles? Mm-hmm. You know, he, like, the Joker, and I think the nightmare scene from the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League is amazing.
Yep.
It's amazing. He did a great job, but I feel like it was a layup at that point because the entire movie was just, that good. Mm-hmm. But that portrayal of the Joker is easily overshadowed by so many great people playing the Joker. I mean, you got Jack Nicholson, you got Heath Ledger. I mean, even Mark Hamill. Even the animated Joker is great. You know. So it was a tough act to follow, and we all know the fandom does not give many passes.
No.
Yeah,
that's a really solid point. Like how many brilliant Jokers happen. Of course, Heath Ledger probably the most iconic. But
really,
oh, dude, versus who else would be better?
Jack Nicholson.
Oh,
really?
I don't know.
Man, I think let's get a vote.
Okay.
Like, because I see exactly what you're saying. Because that's recency bias, right? Because Heath Ledger did such a good job at playing the Joker, on top of the fact that he died shortly after, so all this like mystery around his death, and Jack Nicholson came out years ago saying that he was really fucked up after he played the Joker for a while. So, it kind of plays to the stigma of what do you have to give up internally in order to play a sociopath like the Joker, So.
Okay, well, in the comments, let us know who you think the best actor was for the Joker. And are you biased because do you think Michael Keaton was the best Batman? So, I mean, Yeah. Okay. Because they both started off that whole franchise of films, right? It was Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. They were the two roles, right?
Yeah. I don't know. When it comes to Batman, I feel like there's so many comic iterations of Batman. You got like the old man Batman, you got the year one Batman, you got, main continuity Batman. So, you can say there's an argument for each one. Like Batfleck. I thought Ben Affleck was a great Batman.
Yeah.
I thought he was awesome.
Yeah.
And I think from a comic book origin, being big, being strong, being a more
Dark Knight, right? Portrayal.
Yeah. No, that was Christian Bale.
Oh yeah.
That was Bale.
Yeah.
I feel like Bale was more of that playboy Bruce Wayne than what we come to expect, and I feel like Ben Affleck was more of a later down the road Batman, a little bit more sophisticated, a little wiser,
But in the comics, I don't remember, was the Dark Knight the bigger, bulkier Batman
in the comics?
Comics, right? So that was I was referencing. Or he would have been more of the Dark Knight then.
Sure. And I think that's what they were playing to with his role in Batman vs Superman and things like that in Justice League. So. But yeah, man, I mean, I think it would be close to a 50-50 split, and a lot of people are going to say Mark Hamill. It might be like third and a third and a
for
third.
Joker?
And I think Mark Hamill it gets very little credit from a cinematic standpoint just because he was the animated Joker.
Yeah.
But man, he was great.
Do you know? And I could look it up, but do you know so I played. Batman Arkham Asylum, and the Joker in that video game was amazing.
Yeah,
like the cutscenes and the voiceover. I wonder if it was Mark Hamill, but I would almost say if we're taking every Joker, God, like almost every actor that portrayed them did a good job, except for Jared Leto.
Yeah, there's gonna be some people out there that appreciated Jared Leto's portrayal. So, yeah, let us know in the comments. We'll do a separate video too. We'll put it on our Instagram page so we can get a poll going.
Yeah, I would say that it's Arkham Knight. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Arkham Asylum, I believe, was the animated movie that
video game
they did. Couple years ago. I want to say like maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Mark Hamill, but I believe Mark Hamill said that he wasn't going to do the Joker anymore because the voice actor that played Batman passed away.
Oh.
And he was like, I'm done at this point. So
voice actor. So it was Don't think it was.
It wasn't Hamill? Well, whoever it was, you did a great job.
Yeah, seriously. For Joker, let me pull it up here. Joker. Yeah. Okay, well, it's taking too much time. Oh, yeah. No, it was.
It was Hamill?
It was Mark Hamill.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, the dude is untouchable. He might get number one.
Yeah.
Because he has so much material as the Joker, you know, from video games to however many animated DC properties, man. So
yeah. Mark Hamill has recently come out about Star Wars and his role as Luke Skywalker, and has publicly tried, and maybe we talked about this on the last podcast, but has publicly tried to say that they messed it all up. That he completely disagrees with what they did with Luke Skywalker as well as Han Solo and the whole thing. He is. Man. And he came out saying that he feels as though it should have been portrayed this way. I don't remember exactly what they did in the video, what he said on it, but it was like, and Star Wars Theory was talking about it. He's just like, you know, that this guy, Mark Hamill, is trying to justify why Disney did what he did with the characters. So, but it's interesting because Mark Hamill, like, when he says the dumbest things about Star Wars, it makes me think that he is just an idiot, and like he deserves none of the credit for being Luke Skywalker and having all that fame.
Really?
Oh my God!
Wow, about to get. I'm gonna stay away from you.
Yeah.
You might get struck by lightning.
But when he comes out and says, "All right, Kathleen Kennedy," kind of, and without saying Kathleen Kennedy messed up Star Wars, when he came out and said that in defense of George Lucas's original vision, then I was just like, all right, I don't hate you so much. You know, maybe you should come back. So,
I mean, I think, you know, as these projects start to age a little bit and you have these actors that start to get the fallout of what the fandom is saying and how, like, Mark Hamill's always going to be a baby to the Star Wars fandom. Like, he's always going to be, unless he just comes out and just says some off the wall shit, or he's always going to be known as one of the, like, the corner posts of the Star Wars franchise, right?
Yep.
So the reasoning behind him saying it at this point, I don't know, is there another, you know, way that we can get a Luke Skywalker in a future film, maybe like a Force Ghost type thing, or
I think that was one of the things he was talking about, is reprising his role in Force Ghost, but I think he's now turned that down. And I think they wanted to, or he proposed that, that was Hayden Christensen. Well, Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor wanted to do Clone Wars. They were like, let's do this as a project, because that would be epic.
That would be awesome,
right?
Man, just do it. Does Disney not like money anymore?
So I just also heard that of all movie studios, Disney has the most money, and they've accumulated way more production companies, and so they're able to release movies, and if it doesn't make money, they don't really care, because it's like they have so much money.
Wow.
And I guess their parks have like created so much more money, and even though like people say there's not many people going to the parks anymore, but yeah, that was I thought that was interesting.
Really?
Yep.
So I'm not surprised that Disney has so much revenue to kind of like flush down the toilet, you know, because they do. And I don't know, like, park attendance. I heard same thing you heard, that it was dropping, but you hear that, and then you hear about, you know, all these new parks opening up, and like what's the one, Epic Adventure, like that opening up, and then like you got the Harry Potter stuff opening up, and you got the Tron stuff. Like, so, you know, it's not good business to put money into these things when you're losing money in these things. So I would kind of, you know, venture on this side of the fence with agreements that, the parks are doing well, and the movies are doing, and even if the movies break even, you know, it's like, you know, it's like when you're like an investor, like a real estate investor, when you have such a large portfolio, you don't care. I mean, you care, but you don't mind as much when you have 100 homes that you're renting out, that you're only making, you know, $100 a month on this home.
Yeah.
You know, but if you only have 2 of those, you're like, man, I wish I was making a little bit more money, but you got 100 of them. You're like, all right, well, shit, just throw it in the rest of the portfolio. You're good, right? Yep. So, I don't know.
I want you to watch something.
Oh shit, Mark Hamill?
No. It's going on Disney. Let me find it. Let me find a way to put this on the screen as well. So Disney Parks just opened up. They just opened up a new attraction. Why is the switcher not working? And it is. Here we go. All right, there. Okay.
Oh, that's sick. Look at Toronto's joint. About to show us some.
Oh wait, dang it. All right, I gotta fix something here.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. And you know, Disney when they have so many properties that they have, you know, you got the Marvel stuff and you got the Star Wars stuff and you got the Pixar stuff. Do they own Pixar?
They do own Pixar.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's one of those things where you got so many irons in the fire, you can kind of play with what's making money and not making money. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a business, and the shareholders want results.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that they're going to be putting a lot of money into stuff that's not going to make money. So
look at that. Look at that too.
I ain't never mad at that.
Why isn't this working? Let me jump back here for a second. Well, maybe I'll figure it out later. We can jump back to it because I know, speaking of franchises, somebody got to go see Superman.
Yes. And so going back to that old The Rock's when Black Adam came out, The Rock had this line. He said, the hierarchy of power is about to change in the DCEU or the DC universe.
Okay.
I'm going to modify that a little bit. And I think after Superman, the hierarchy of power in the cinematic universe, when you talk about DC versus Marvel, is about to change.
Oh.
Like Superman is, when you talk about shots fired, Superman is a fucking cannon. Superman is such a good movie, and it's gonna be. And while Marvel is doing this, they're on the downslope with the projects, and you know, Marvel projects are still making money. Marvel projects are still, you know, they still have attendance. They're not. We are all in agreement that they're not doing as well as they were doing, and it's like a gradual decline. Superman fucking delivers, man. That is the best comic book movie I've seen since Infinity War.
Wow.
Yeah. Easily. I mean, it was such. David Cornsweet crushes his role across the board. And I'm gonna try to do this without spoilers because Strauss hasn't seen it yet, but he crushes his role as Clark Kent and as Superman in a way that makes you want to believe in this person. Like it makes Superman feel like he's way up here and lives next door all at the same time. It's a very, like, James Gunn, when it comes to imagery, camera work, telling a story, telling little sub stories that props up your main story. I mean, James Gunn is undefeated. Like, there was no better move that Warner Brothers could have made than putting James Gunn as the head of DCU. Crushed it.
I saw a video of a side-by-side of Zack Snyder, James Gunn, Superman. And they made the comment, Zack Snyder made the blueprint for James Gunn. There were same shots, just different coloring, same action things. So did you see any similarities? Was it just a rebranding of the same thing? Or do you feel like this is a new standalone? This is all fresh and new.
This is all fresh and new. There was, and you know, it could have taken some inspiration, but I think that Henry Cavill, Man of Steel, I love the movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
And I love Henry as Superman. We've always gotten here in recent, history, we've gotten a Superman that was severely overpowered, right? You had to come with this large planetary threat for him to even be challenged. And at the end of the day, he always came out on top. It was almost like he realized all of a sudden that, oh shit, I'm Superman. Let me go ahead and fuck shit up. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I feel like these movies could have been an hour and a half shorter if he would have just done that from the beginning. You didn't have to go through all the bullshit. But I feel like David Cornsweet's Superman is more resembles Christopher Reeve's Superman, to where he's like trying to figure it out, the Clark Kent versus Superman dynamic, how he's kind of like a nerd, a geek, kind of like trying to like from eyes looking at him, he's like this very unassuming. He's attractive. Even as Clark Kent, girls in the office thought he was attractive, not to spoil too much in the movie, but there's some supporting characters in the movie that thinks he's super attractive because he's a giant, strapping, good-looking dude, right?
Yeah.
But we are able to get that and still feel like, as a man, you're on the same playing field as a Clark Kent, right?
Okay.
And that's what I feel like we didn't get with Henry Cavill. I feel like Henry Cavill was like this bigger than life, like untouchable type of entity that, everyone kind of looked up to.
Yeah.
While James Gunn's Superman was more inspiring to us in a way that we haven't seen Superman in a very, very long time.
Okay.
And I think and we haven't even seen the rest of the universe yet. This is the first movie that James Gunn has put out, and we have 8 more projects.
Oh, really?
On the map. Yeah. We got a bunch of we got Batman, we got Wonder Woman, we got Swamp Thing, we got Clayface, we got the Authority, we got the Lanterns. I mean, there's so many projects that he's gonna. Peacemaker. There's so many projects that he is gonna build out this universe. And with the culmination of a Justice League movie, which I feel like is going to be DC's version of like an Infinity War Endgame thing. So, and like Marvel is doing this. DC is doing this. So Marvel Fantastic Four has to be good.
Yeah.
It has to be good. And I don't think it beats Superman. I think Superman first weekend did about 220 million, right? So
in the US or globally?
Global.
Yeah.
Global numbers at 220 million. And that's not the final numbers after Sunday. So I'll be interested to see what those final numbers are. The difference is that Superman was such a good movie, you're going to have very little second week drop off. Jurassic World had a huge drop off first to second week. It did something like $300 million first weekend globally, but had a huge drop off this past weekend, partially because Superman came out.
Yeah.
But also because everybody was like, this is a shitty movie.
Yeah. I heard it was really bad.
So let's not go see it.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to have very little of that with Superman this weekend. I think they're going to do very good numbers.
I heard, as far as the numbers, and I can't wait to see it. Like I was traveling and I was like excited to come home. I was like, Wendy, let's go from the airport. I'm like, let's go right to the movie theater and let's go see this movie. She's like, but it was a long working weekend and maybe I would have fallen asleep. I don't know. I doubt it. But I heard that in the US, opening weekend did great numbers, like 150 million or something, and globally only 100 million. And they said that usually the global market will have higher numbers than the opening US market.
Sure.
And so they're speculating that they don't know why that the global market didn't go out and see Superman. I mean, it could be politics. I mean, I don't even know. But like, did you hear that at all? Or is it,
I heard,
it seems like a low number for a global weekend.
So this is what I heard. I heard that a lot of people were afraid that because James Gunn was at the helm that you were going to have a lot of woke shit. And like half the people that use this term don't even know what the fuck it means.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think that was a huge deterrent because, you know, it still did great numbers, and the reviews, even after the weekend, are still great reviews.
Yeah.
We had 90% great reviews opening weekend from critics, and then after that, all of the critics and all of the fan reviews are still highly, highly positive, still in that 90% range, maybe even more. So, I don't know. You know, people. He just talk shit.
Yeah. I just thought it was weird that on a global market, you would think something as huge as Superman would just like be massive. But in the US, it was awesome. And so that's great. And maybe it's an American thing. I don't know. But yeah.
I mean, I think it does $1 billion.
Okay.
I think it does $1 billion from between, it's probably being in the movies, a month, 6 weeks maybe, in some markets. I can see it doing $1 billion for sure.
Was there any Guardians of the Galaxy feel to it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
And when we say Guardians of the Galaxy feel, I feel like you're talking about from a visual standpoint. Yeah, for sure. Like there's one scene where they're fighting like some space age imp or whatever.
Okay.
But it's in the background of the shot. This fight is going on in the background of the shot.
Oh.
And do the colors and the like just visually and the camera work that James Gunn is like modern day Martin Scorsese. Seriously. Like he just knows how to invoke some sort of emotion from his audience. He just has figured it out.
Yeah,
he made a deal with the devil or some shit. Like that's what he got because he has figured it out, dude. He's it's such a good movie.
Okay.
Like all the crypto stuff, and when you see a movie that has this many supporting actors, you had Mr. Terrific, you had Hawkgirl, you had Green Lantern. When you see, and maybe this is just me, but when I see a movie that's supposed to have one lead character like a Superman or a Batman movie, but then you put all these very high level supporting acts or superheroes in it, I feel like it's going to turn to some sort of like ensemble film where you needed these characters to help prop up this main character. And it's not the case in this movie. This movie would have been just as good had no Mr. Terrific, no Guy Gardner, no Hawkgirl. So those characters weren't a crutch. They were like they were a compliment.
Okay.
So it was really good.
This might be a spoiler. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but of course I'm watching all the other YouTubers talk about it. Is there a cameo appearance or an appearance of Supergirl?
Yes.
And is Crypto Supergirl's dog?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And he kind of alludes to it throughout the movie. Like there's one part of the movie where, he's like, Crypto's a terrible dog. He's like, it's a foster situation, It was so, yeah. And so the question is, and the whole story behind that is that she was away. He had to watch the dog. She was away. And so we all know that a Supergirl movie is going to be set in space. So is that happening while this is happening at the same time? Or is this something going to be happening later on? Because I feel like while Crypto was a fun character, he can't be your tether between Superman and Supergirl, right? You have, because then it becomes like Crypto's franchise at that point.
Yeah,
he's in every movie. He's in your first two movies you're putting out.
Yeah.
Right. So I hope that for the sake of the franchise that he's not in Supergirl too much.
Okay.
So I hope that these two events happen at the same time. So while she's off doing her thing, Crypto's here with Superman. That's what I hope it is. So we'll see.
Was Crypto cheesy or was it a good use of?
Oh, it was awesome.
Okay.
And when I saw the trailer and Crypto was in it, I was sold.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to have like a dog that you love, but it's a bad fucking dog. Yeah. I know exactly what that's like. So to see that and to see, and also knowing that this is like James Gunn's dog too, or like it's what's the word I'm looking for? Like he's supposed to be some sort of iteration of James Gunn's dog, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's cool in itself, and but they didn't do too much with him. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like they needed him to carry the film.
Okay.
So
because in the previews were so based around crypto, and like crypto seemed such a big part of it, and I was afraid that there was going to be a movie about a boy and his dog, and I was like, okay, well, I guess that would still be cool, but like, why did the cutscene as where's the dog, or what'd you do with the dog, and what is all this? So
it was very well done, and it goes back to you can't trust the trailer. You just can't without having context. You can't trust the trailers.
Now, not to say that I didn't like the trailers, but do you feel that was purposely not misleading, but maybe that was brilliant trailer production, because it's like you don't know really what the movie's going to be, but you're still excited about it.
Oh, sure. So it's by design for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
Because sometimes the trailers release so much information about the movie. I was just like, oh, okay, well, it's just the movie is just a long trailer.
Yeah, it was definitely by design. Again, going back to James Gunn, just his savvy in this space and knowing what to give the fans and not give the fans and how to sell a movie. I mean, the dude is untouchable.
Yeah.
And in every trailer that came out, and because it was like 3 or 4 of them, everyone was action packed. Every one of the trailers told a story of what we thought the movie was going to be about.
Yeah.
But the final product is not.
Yeah.
So again, that goes back to his ability to kind of drive the audience thought process one way and then just coming out of left field and give you something totally different. I mean, he's did it in every film that he's done. He did it in Guardians of the Galaxy films. He was, more of the same out of James Gunn.
Yeah.
He's not changing anything. He's just really good. It's like being upset at someone just because they're better at you than shit.
Yeah.
Remember like this whole Simone Biles thing?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, we're not going to score this trick because nobody else can do it. So there's no way us as judges can accurately score this.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
All right, I'm being penalized because I'm just better than everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing. It's like he's just way better at this than a lot of the directors that are doing these comic book properties. So
yeah,
Marvel better watch out, dude. I feel like Marvel had its time.
Yep.
And DC's time is coming now. Like,
let's just hope that Disney doesn't buy DC. Because like inevitably, what messed up Marvel was the acquisition of that Disney had it, right? I mean, Marvel was its own production company, and that's where its rise to fame, and everyone loved it. And Disney acquired it, and then it started going a different way. Star Wars, same thing.
Know. I mean, well, for them to they would have to acquire Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
I don't think that's happening.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's happening, dude.
Yeah, I mean, but if Superman does do good, and which it is doing well, then Warner Brothers gets a win, and they can hang on to their IP and still last a little longer. But if it didn't do well, Disney would have.
Yeah, man. But we might be talking about this a year from now. Talking about the acquisition.
Seriously,
of Warner Brothers from Disney. That would be crazy.
Wild. I finally figured out how to pull this thing up. So I want to show you something. We're going to jump back to Disney for a second. This is pretty wild.
All right, let's see this.
Let's go to here. I can't really see it.
Is that Walt Disney? Like the original Walt Disney?
Yes, it is. Oh, why can't we hear it? Dang it.
What is that? Like an animatronic?
It's an animatronic. It's the new animatronic thing.
And that is that supposed to be Walt Disney Audio? And yeah.
For For some reason, I'm not getting audio.
Man. That looks crazy.
Oh, dang it.
Is that on TikTok or?
It's on Instagram. Well, this is on YouTube right now, but it's everywhere. So this just got opened up, and it is so wild how realistic. I mean, Disney's always been known for their animatronics, and they were cutting edge from I can't remember what is the Ferris wheel or the wheel of evolution. They had one ride that was like all animatronics, but you would sit in the seat, and then the whole stage would turn. Oh man, I wish I could remember what it was.
That shit looks crazy right there.
It's crazy, man. It's so wild. It literally looks like so real. The gestures, the hand gestures to oh man, where's a?
I wonder what he's talking about. I guess
jerk. I'm working on it. God, I'm only anyway.
I mean, and the fandom, can you tell? I mean, the people have probably already seen it, right? So
yes, for sure.
You can give me the cliff notes about what he was talking about.
Yeah, he was just talking about that every person is an individual, and they each have their own. Here, we'll go right to this, and there. That's a better way to see it. But he's like at one of the scenes, he's talking about his brother, and the other one he's talking about how people asked him about is he responsible for every project in Disney World? And he's like, well, I don't do the animation anymore. I don't do the designing of the rides anymore. I don't do much of anything. And he's like, then I said to the little boy, I'm like a bee that goes from studio to studio collecting their pollen and providing inspiration. And I was like, whoa, that's a weird metaphor to use,
what
right?
The hell?
I am.
Man.
I don't know.
What if that thing became like sentient?
Seriously.
Start running shit. Like,
seriously.
Yeah. All this AI shit is like scary.
Have you tried Grok?
No, Grok is the new like Chat GPT, right?
Chat GPT, yeah. But it's Elon Musk's AI. And Grok 4 has just come out, and Elon Musk is saying within the year it will be able to find new metals, new medicines. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said this is going to so far supersede any human knowledge that we'll be able to probably go to Mars and just like next week kind of thing. What? But the fact that, this thing is, and on Joe Rogan, he had an AI guy in there cautioning. So this guy was like, we need to pump the brakes on this.
No, I'm with that guy. Yeah. Whoever that was, I'm with him.
Yeah. He was like, we got to stop this. Because especially with Grok 4, I think that's what they're talking about. Wish I could remember what he said, but new alloys. It's going to discover new alloys that we never knew existed. So our periodic table of elements could potentially change and grow. So how crazy would that be? Is if it discovers new material and new alloys, and
man,
it's wild. And I was like, after reading that article, I got on and I just did Grok 3 and I started typing in just random stuff. And it responded so quickly and with such detail that I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Whereas ChatGPT is more of like helping for writing and like, it's more conversational, where Grok is like, it is science. It is. So if you want to come up with new programming or whatever, it'll come up with new programs, and it's dude.
Oh
wow.
Man, dude, it's scary times we're living in, dude.
I think it's amazing and scary all at the same time, because I enjoy, like, for instance, NVIDIA. I'm going to nerd out for a second. NVIDIA is coming out with a new computer to help generate AI, and it's what's it called? I don't remember what the name of it is, but it is literally a tiny box like this, and it has so much computing power that it can. This is what I said. You put two of these things together, and it can make movies. You just type in whatever you want, and it'll produce an 1.5-hour movie with not only the animation, but the actors, dialogue, the soundtrack, it'll just do everything. It will literally do everything. So I'm just wondering, like, what's happening in the movie studios? Like, they must be freaking out too. Like,
yeah. Oh man. I mean, a lot of the animated movies. I mean, they've been playing with this stuff kind of for years, right? But you still need it, like voice. At bare minimum, you needed voice actors, right?
And artists and people to like. This is all just you just put in prompts and. I want a movie that features Luke Skywalker again, and I want to reimagine Star Wars and like,
dude, you know how much new porn is going to be out there,
dude.
Do you know?
And that was what this guy was talking about. Is he said there's another guy that I was listening to. He said AI is growing so fast that if you don't know what your values are and you don't keep those values, true, he's like, society or humanity is.
100%. Yeah, that's the first thing when we have something like this. First thing people learn how to do is to fuck it up.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. Damn, it's gonna be so crazy.
So crazy.
Oh man, it's like no need for like OnlyFans, Foot Finder, none of that shit. It all is obsolete.
All of it.
Just, hey, Gronk, make me a video with a chick putting peanut butter on her toes. Or I don't know why they just came up. I don't know. But like, cause it's getting nuts. And so now we have two components in place. Like we know we have robot androids. We've seen it. We've seen the Whitney Cummings dolls. We've seen the robot dogs. All it takes is for you to grab AI and grab one of these animatronic whatever, and like upload it, and all of a sudden you got like sentient like people, like whatever, robot girlfriend, robot boy. Like people have been joking about it for the last couple of years, but that shit is becoming more and more of a reality. Yeah,
it is way closer than any of us even realize.
Oh yeah,
it is way closer.
Like it's here.
It's here. It is here, and yeah, it is for sure here.
Oh man, dude, welcome to the new world.
Yeah, it's bananas. But I will say it's an amazing tool. Like it's an amazing tool for our business. And like, if I got a question how to fix something at home, like I simply needed to figure out how to use my coffee maker. Like I have a Jura, coffee maker, which is like a super expensive coffee maker and it grounds the coffee and all that. And I ran out of whole bean coffee beans. And I was like, how do I use the one where I just put the ground coffee in? There's a small, tiny little feature and you can't. Anyway, I basically put it in ChatGPT. I was like, can you help me do my coffee maker? Because I couldn't find it on YouTube. I couldn't find it on Google. And I just put it in ChatGPT and it gave me a step-by-step way to do it. And it said, slide a switch over to cut off the whole bean thing. I was like, well, there's no switch on there. They're like, oh, my error. I'm sorry. Do this. I'm like, oh, there it was. It's like, holy freaking cow.
Crazy,
dude. It's so crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I am literally having a conversation and dude,
we're in trouble.
100%. Yeah. And like for things that you needed other people to do, like whether you needed an attorney to read a document or anything, you won't need that anymore.
No.
Will you need to go to your doctor anymore to find out for a simple ache or pain and it'll prescribe whatever. I mean, it is crazy because you can't go to every like not a single human doctor knows everything, right? You have to go to a specialist or this to get advice, or an attorney. Like you have to have a contract attorney or a litigation attorney or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah. I mean, and the problem is, it's not gonna be utilized. I mean, it's too easy to use. Yeah. It's like anybody can. Yeah, and like, what's like some sociopath, some murderer get their hands on that shit? Mm-hmm. How could they utilize it, man? Yeah, I don't know, man. Part of me is getting to the point to where I want to live on a farm, dude. I want to be somewhere in some rural ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody put in on Instagram, they're like, I'm going to put in ChatGPT to say, if I wanted to take over the American youth, how would I do that? How could I get them to follow whatever I wanted to do? Or how could I destroy the American youth or whatever? It was for nefarious reasons. They put it in there, and it said, gave a list, a step-by-step thing of how to do it. And for kicks and giggles, I put it in there. I was like, oh my God, it's exactly what, I mean, it's what's kind of what happens with what probably foreign countries are trying to do where every country's like battling each other. But like now an AI could, if it becomes self-aware, it'd be like, well, the Americans are acting up. How can I manipulate them?
Oh man!
Or like, dude, it's so crazy.
Yeah, y'all I'm saying, be careful, yo.
Yep.
Because there's always another side to the coin.
Mm-hmm.
It might look sweet, and we're gonna get to the point to where the fucking newspaper robot is gonna drop a newspaper on your porch, and you'll be able to, drone fly for your Amazon package. You can catch it in your hand from the drone. That's, But there's always another side to the coin, dude. Sure. So I don't know. Yep. I mean, I'm one of those people, like even like the whole electric car thing, I haven't 100% bought into that shit yet.
Nope.
So you mean to tell me you're going to have like robots giving me a massage, like, nah.
Austin has self-driving Teslas now. So you can order an Uber or the Tesla app or whatever, that the car will come pick you up and take you wherever you need to go. And it's way more expensive than an Uber, but it's here. It is here.
Why is it more expensive than an Uber?
Just the technology in the car. And like, I think I don't know why, but I just assume that it's fair. It's the technology behind it, the vehicle behind it. It's not insured. They need to probably pay a different insurance or whatever. I also think that you have to sign off on before you use it. In case it explodes or something, I don't know. But
man, dude, would you use a Tesla Uber, or like a self-driving?
No,
Tesla,
not yet. I mean, I would. How crazy is that? It's probably more safe than human.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Yeah.
What if
shit might kidnap you? Take your ass.
Yeah. There's nothing you can fight back with. I mean, it's just,
yeah. What if we just decided to like drive into the ocean?
Yeah.
Can't
get out. Can't get out. Wow.
Nah, bro.
Right?
Nah, yeah. I'm good on that.
Plus, I like driving too much to ever want. Although, what about the autopilot? Like if you're behind the wheel and you're like, well, I just want to kind of like just kick back a little bit, take a nap.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
I mean, yeah, so I do that. You can't kick back on ours, but Jamie's car has it to where it has
the lane assist.
And then if you put cruise control in the lane assist, it basically does everything. But you have to touch the wheel like every 10 to 15 seconds to let them know you're still awake. Type thing. But yeah. I mean, that's as far as I'm willing to go right there.
Because I think the Tesla or the has self-driving.
But I think they actually took that feature away.
Oh, did they?
They call it like monitored driving now.
Okay.
So basically there's like a like the camera's on you in the Tesla. And so I think it's like the same thing. You have to like touch the wheel like every few seconds. And and there's a camera watching you. So if your eyes are closed, it'll like, I don't know, give you some sort of prompt or something like that.
Wild.
Or you're looking out the window or.
Yeah.
Which defeats the whole purpose. Like if I want a self-driving car, I'm getting it so I can look at other shit. So I ain't got to focus on driving, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, once they perfect it, that'll probably be gone. You could just get in it and say, I mean, it's coming. It's for sure coming. Yeah.
I saw like the new Cadillac Escalade has a self-driving feature.
Oh.
So it's here.
Is it electric? Must be electric.
They have electric version. They have an EV version for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Man,
we went all over the place.
Yeah, we have.
Mostly on Superman, but
what's going on? What's going on in your world?
Not much. Same old traveling. Heading to Gatlinburg this weekend to do a little family reunion.
Vacation, huh?
Yeah, but we are we're in the midst of getting ready for our team match. So if your ballroom dancers are looking how to social dance, I'm going to do a little plug here about the end of the show. Yeah. Visit us here at Arthur Murray Dance Studios in Virginia Beach. We have all sorts of events that we get ready for, from social dancing to weddings to just a night at the oceanfront. But we also go to competitions. And this coming up, this past weekend came back from Charlotte. We had a competition there in the Marriott. That was a lot of fun. We got to hang out with our sister studios from Richmond, from Raleigh, Cary, Durham, and of course Charlotte. And who else was there? There was one of the Georgia studios, one of the Atlanta studios was there. I think that's about it. But it was a fun thing. We're still just dancing away.
Yeah. What about the live stream? You're still doing the live stream?
Yes. So the live stream should be coming up. I got to actually, thanks for reminding me, I'm going to reach out to the area director up in Area 4, which is the central north area, which covers Chicago and Minneapolis and all those. So I need to reach out to her, get permission to do the live stream. And if you all are wanting to see the professional Arthur Murray Championships, August, it's the week before Dancing with the Hampton Road Celebrity Stars. Whatever that weekend is, we'll post more on that.
Definitely post it.
Yeah, we're still doing that.
Man.
You?
Man, I more the same. We're building out Love Shell. We're a nonprofit that focuses on addiction and mental health recovery. So, and we're just building out all the systems now. We're looking to launch in the spring. So it's just a matter of, all the front office red tape stuff that you got to do to make sure your ducks are in a row. So we're doing all that, but everything's going smoothly. That is moving along exponentially week by week. So yeah, we're on good trajectory, good track. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, folks, in a future episode, Antoine invited me to go golfing this past weekend.
Yes.
And we didn't get a chance to go because we were out of town, but we're going to get some video footage of that and post that at some point.
Oh man. So I'm on it. So I'm pretty proud of my game. I'm not like a scratch golfer or anything. I'm like averaging like between like 86 and 90, 91, something like that. And but I have my putting, my greens, that part of my game needs to get better. But I'm driving. I'm driving pretty far. I think my longest is 348. My average carry is like 275 to 280. So I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. So I'm beast off the tee box, but then I like Sally in the fairway. So, but no, I love it. I've been playing for about 4 years now.
Okay.
And I think for somebody who's been playing 4 years, I'm doing pretty well. It's one of those things we talked about it off air, man. If I could have gone back to my like adolescence and done anything different, it would have been, golfing as a youth.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. I enjoy it. It's relaxing. And if you are a professional and you're that nice and you're blessed to be a professional, what other pro sport can you do into your 50s and 60s?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Man. When first grandkid I pop out, or my kids pop out, that's what they doing.
There you go.
Golf and wrestling, y'all. Golf and wrestling.
I've been golfing for the majority of my life, I think.
Really? See, and it's funny, I just found this out about you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. On and off. But since we moved here to Virginia Beach, I think I've played a handful of times. But when I was still in Rochester, when the weather was good, we were on the course.
Really?
Every weekend, me and my buddy.
We got to get out and play ASAP, dude.
But I got to tell you, though, when I golf, though, I got to drink beer.
Yeah, okay. All right. Is there any other way to golf? I've been trying to wait. Like lately, I've been trying to wait to the back nine because I start like just not giving a shit. And so I want to play pretty well.
Yeah.
And then you have, once you start drinking, you have those 2 holes that are just like throwaway holes.
Yes.
When that like booze hits your system, you're going to shoot like shit for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you kind of level off.
Yep.
And then you're good. But
yeah, I can't wait to get out there. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it ASAP. Man, on behalf of myself, my homeboy Taras Denicinco, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, follow, and we'll see you on the next podcast, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.